vision is to have a very strong digital presence. We intend to increase our online share from current 14% to 30%. Having said that, we're not going to decrease anything in our offline. We're expanding our retail footprint as well. In Lotto Sport, we have around 45 stores. We are expanding by this year end. We'll be having 100-store milestone achieved, and all the stores will be digitally connected. The advantage is every city, tier 2 city, will have a Lotto Sport physically as well. And wherever we're not able to reach physically, there is a digital store available for us. We recently launched our own website, lotto.scycle.in. We are working. We're taking baby steps. I'm not, as I said, we're not very aggressively plan to burn money to grow sales exponentially. We'll grow gradually, but we'll build a very strong our own business platform for both SportStation and Lotto. And this is where our focus is. Although marketplaces, we have a very strong support. Flipkart and Myntra is coming to be a very strong partner for Lotto, and we'll continue to grow together in our own digital space on the marketplace front. But our own website, our omni-channel approach, and an online B2B. So our distribution, which was mostly offline, is also moving towards an online distribution, and institutions is also becoming digital. That's our vision, and we have put across milestones to achieve that. And we'll do gradually. We will spend sensibly, and we have a very strong partner like Zeno, and our team will work very strongly along with the agencies to make sure the growth is there with a limited number of burn. We are very focused on achieving ROI goals and conversion goals month on month on every campaign and every month and every week. Digital and omni-channel was always there in our business. Not from always, but last 3 years we've been working on making our store digitally connected, have an omni-channel solution. Our store started adopting the tablet endless aisle, where a customer doesn't miss out on the size, color, or any article which he may come asking for. The store managers offer him the endless aisle, and the conversion happens. The pickup can be at the curbside, can be delivered to the customer. That increased our collection in the store. The stores can be at a 500 square feet area or probably a 4,000 square feet area. No matter how big the store is or how small the store is, can never suffice the amount of presentation a brand want to do about the product line. So endless aisle gives it an opportunity to expand that our catalogs. But the adoption of the customer and the businesses were very limited. We were in single digit number, I may say less than 5% of the business was contributing from the endless aisle. Post-COVID and immediately after COVID, the advantage that we had was we already had solutions that we were building. We were working on catalog digitization. So if you want to do omni-channel, the entire catalog has to be digitized. Most of the brands been missing that in businesses, which they have started working on very aggressively post-COVID. We were very aggressively working on digitizing our catalog. We were also integrating our catalogs and stores with the marketplace with a very small number of stores, because the store has to be trained, and then there has to be a small setup of printing, packaging, guidelines. But what I realized, COVID did one good thing. Even a 6-year-old can be trained and learned online right now. And we expanded our training and store expansion digitally very aggressively, and almost all our stores right now are omni-channel and digitally connected, also on our own platform, our own website, and the two big e-commerce marketplaces that are present in India, both Flipkart and Amazon. So our product are not omni-channel now. Our business is not omni-channel, it's multi-channel. Basically, it's connected on so many channels, and our staff is trained well. And coincidentally, while the entire May was locked down, we were able to manage some business, although that was very restricted. Business was very less, because essential and non-essential was restricted in certain pin codes, and deliveries and orders was not coming in that sense. But for me, my online business, my digital business is double than the offline business in this month, May, and I think it will continue to scale up, considering the consumer has become more digitally aware and adopting the digital technologies more. So that's been the journey of SSIPL on the digital, especially on the sales. So I'm talking about digital only on the revenue side, but we did digital on CRM, which Zeno is also supporting us in a big way. We did on bots, we did video-based shopping also through a partner. And all these are being helping in our digital transformation. Our aim was not to spam our end customers. We did a survey where 85% of the customers said we're fed up with the spam messages and emails that we get. And we don't want to become one more brand to start spamming our customers with SMSs and emails again. So we incorporated Zeno CRM, which led us reach out to customer where they are very comfortable, where they are engaging, and communicate all our communication, all our campaigns and promotions in a very subtle way without even spamming them, and they enjoying it. 75% of the same customer also told us they're very comfortable sharing their anniversaries and birthdays in case we give a very customized promotions to them. So we are making sure the customer engages with us in the way they want to. So they are engaging with us on social media. We're reaching out on CRM also through social media. And that's where our engagement happened. Our WhatsApp bot is interactive. You start tracking your orders, you see new products, you see new launches, and you interact on bots. So although there is a reduction on human interference and using a lot of AI tools from Zeno, the AI, which is artificial intelligence powered by our partners, is topped up with actual intelligence of our teams as well. So there is also a lot of human interventions on the new offers and new promotion. We recently did Get the Jab. So we are encouraging people to get the vaccination, get the jab. And in case you engage with us, we actually reward you with an offer. Those kind of things led us to be, the forums recognized that and awarded us with the best CRM solution. So when we were evaluating a lot of agencies, we probably would have evaluated 3 more agencies, and most of them started spamming us with what they've been doing in the industry. And I was wondering if they use even 1% of that effort in working along with that with the brand for which they are promoting that we have signed one more brand, we are doing these numbers with them, and spend that time in engaging with them and get more value out of the same customer, they will be probably in a much better space. With Zeno, I realized we were always talking about how we grow it together, how we make things work together. And that is why what I actually wanted to do. I'm not an expert in CRM, and that's why I'm looking for an agency. My team is basically from a traditional retail, which is very keen to support the CRM. They've been doing it internally through all the technology tools that most of the agencies offer. But then there is a differentiator we wanted to achieve. Somebody said in your organization, in Zeno, we commit the ROI percentage, the multiple. And if we don't achieve, then you can forget about it. And that kind of confidence nobody gave. Nobody ever can commit that kind of a number, although they will say we are been doing this number we're delivering, but that's the number we're delivering. We'll deliver for you. We cannot commit that anywhere. There is a commitment that we all agreed while we sign up with Zeno, and we are probably working on much higher than that what we've internally aligned as a number. And I'm very glad there's a lot of support. We got stuck in something which was not related to CRM. We were trying to integrate our social and Facebook on CRM, and we got stuck in some technical glitch. And your team member Agam worked very strongly with Sarah in my team to make sure that glitch is resolved along with the Facebook, and that things will roll on faster. So that kind of agency or an organization which works like an extended organization to the business is always welcoming, and that's the rare find which most of the businesses lack right now. That's the you should have intent, one, which is there in most of the business, because revenue चाहिए तो intent तो है, but intent actually, when it converts into actual delivery, you can't have if, buts and excuses. You just work together and make things happen. That's the real outlier I find in Zeno CRM. And great support from there's special, very personalized focus. The agency works on personalization CRM. There's super personalization of connect that founders like Pranav and Ayushman have with our teams. We probably connect once in a month in whatever time we spend in business right now, officially. But unofficially, I can pick up the phone and call anyone in your organization, even Ayushman, and discuss a problem. And within few minutes or hours, the solution is there, and the team start working on it. So that kind of personal touch is a great support, Pranav, with your team. I really appreciate it. I'm very thankful and I'm very lucky that we have signed up with Zeno. And I look forward for a great relationship together. We started with one brand. We eventually are looking for expanding it to other brands also.